Hello, dear Scorpios, and welcome to your second half of May readings with me. If you're new to my channel, please do subscribe. So, the third week for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, it's all about work, work, and work. You're working on a creative project. You're working on a project creatively, also, for some of you. Anything that you begin now spontaneously is going to yield good results for you, especially monetarily speaking, is what I see, my dear Scorpios. I see that there is going to be a lot of work here. I see that if you are sowing seeds right now, in 3 months they are going to start showing you the results from now. So 3 months in May, June, July. So by August you should see that things are taking shape on a new project. Okay, it's becoming more tangible is what I see also for Scorpios. I also see that Scorpios are going to be very good when it comes to communication skills also, and thanks to the communication skills you will get things done in your favor. Make sure that that urge to be too straightforward can create blockages on your path. So this time you have to, meet your Cancer friend and say, excuse me, can I borrow a bit of your diplomacy? Go to your Libra friend, a bit of diplomacy, please. Later on, you can return it to them the way you want, but borrow that from them for some time in the third week, especially when you're negotiating with your higher ups, when you're negotiating with some official figures. Okay, my dear Scorpios, and money wise, now you can sow the seeds and on a creative project especially, and try to do the same things in a different way, because doing same things in the same way will give you the same results. Okay, now we go to the last week of May. Now the last week of May, somebody is pushing on your nerves, and you're being provoked by some people. You're being you know somebody's trying to push too hard in order to get what they want and put you in the bad light. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing over here, my dear Scorpios, in the last week. So you have to be very careful with any kind of provocations. You have to be very careful with what you say, how you behave, and if you're a public figure, then you have to be very, very careful. Otherwise, you might really get defamed, because there will be people who will not spare you. And I would say 50% of the fault will be yours too, because you created certain situations even if you didn't mean them. This can happen in the last week. Okay, otherwise for some of the Scorpios, I see that there can be something regarding paperwork. Okay, you wanted to get certain paperwork done and it's not getting done because something is missing, or you get a fine from the administrative offices that you were supposed to pay some taxes, pay some bills you didn't pay. So okay, here you go, have to pay 100 more because of because you're late. And you late their gain. Okay, so be careful regarding your papers, and whenever you're traveling, take all the papers, otherwise you might have to come back from the airport, from the station, that you forgot something very important. Okay, last week is all about misunderstandings also. Your communication, this is why I told you, meet your Libra friend, have some diplomacy in your pocket with you when you communicate with certain people who are especially very, very critical kind of people. So you have to be very, very careful there, my dear Scorpios. For some of you, it can be money matters also right now, that you are feeling a little bit edgy regarding those things. Are not really going your way. For some of you, it can be like you're appearing for an interview, and the people are not very kind there, and so you're losing your temper there. But that's not going to yield anything positive, my dear Scorpios. Remember that. And in the last week also, there can be a fallout with a near and dear one also, because of difference of opinions of how they are expressed. My dear Scorpios, it's not about the difference of opinions. We all have our opinions, but how they are expressed makes the difference. Okay, So just make sure that, it's like, for example, you want to say get out to someone. You can say get out, and how does that sound? It doesn't sound really not very good. But if you may say, I feel you must leave now, it sounds better, no? That's the difference, yeah? The person knows that they have to leave, but when you say get out, the person, the way it comes doesn't sound good. But I feel it's time you leave now. It's a must, you leave now. So, the way you speak creates the problem or solves the problem. So make that a habit, my dear Scorpios. I know I'm speaking to Scorpios, and I know how it is for you all. It's like like that is good. I like that. For me, I like it. But for many, they cannot take it. So you have to convey the same things in a more softer way. Try to do that, and it will really work in your favor, my dear Scorpios. Okay, because you people are honest people. At times you can be too rigid also on your hard-headedness, so there you have to be very careful also, because the thing is that Scorpios are really like, it's either or for you people. There's no middle path. So there you have to be careful, and when you speak to somebody publicly, or an authority figure, make sure that you have not had a fight before, because then you are going to say things that are wrong, because that also influences the kind of personal life that we all live, influences how we are externally also. I have seen some people who have very frustrating personal lives. So what happens, they come out and then they just it's like they just throw up all the dirt, all the hurt that they have in their personal lives. They put it on people who have least to do with their personal lives. But then what are those people trying to show outside is that they are not good people. But the thing is that they are coming from this kind of a background. So understand that everybody comes from a different background. Okay, and so in the last week, just keep that in mind. Just be a bit diplomatic, little bit diplomatic, because it's in your advantage, I would say. So thank you. And yes, the accident energy you have to avoid in the last week of May. There is an accident energy over here, so take care with sharp objects. Okay, be careful with that. So thank you, my dear Scorpios, for listening. Please do like, share and comment, and I shall see you next month. Until then, take good care of yourself. And yes, after this, call up your Pisces friend, your Libra friend, and your Cancer friends. Get together and have a party. Bye bye. God bless. Bye.